Hey guys, Houndoom here, coming at you once again with another episode of Pokémon Black 2. On the last episode, we explored everywhere that's possible to explore with Surf, including the Mistralton Cave, and in this episode we're going to be heading east out of Mistralton Town onto Reversal Mountain, as well as also exploring the Strange House. So there are quite a lot of new Pokémon kind of dotted around. It may be easier to do them in one big block, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this episode up by essentially taking on the couple of trainers which are outside the Reversal Mountain, and then I'll head into the Strange House, cover the Pokemon that you can find there, and then head through the inside of the Reversal Mountain, and then at the end of that, when we get through to the other side into Undella Town, that's when I'll cover the Reversal Mountain Pokemon. As there's quite a few dotted around, so it's easier just to do it like that. This will hurt. So yeah, there are plenty of new Pokemon here. Grumpig if you're playing Black 2. Camerupt if you're playing White 2. I don't think you're going to be living this. Oh wow, nice one. And then also Driftblim and Skarmory. And then Bayonet in the Strange House. Right, I think I'm going to heal Hieroglyph because I kind of want to level her up. What can I use to heal? I'll use this lemonade, why not? It's not going to fully heal, but it's not like I need it. Okay, so one final trainer. So as you can see, there's dark grass here. Obviously best to go through there if you wish to catch a new Pokemon here, especially if you're trying to get a Skarmory, as they are much more common in the dark grass. Don't know why, but they just are. So, this girl here has an Unpheasant. Interesting, not really. Taunt. Okay, whatever, I'm not too bothered by that at all. Let's go for another Psybeam. Hopefully should level up to 37. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yep. Well done. Alright. No matter how I shift gears, it looks like I'll never be able to match your speed. Very true. Alright, so who can I have up now? Let's put Ignite up front. Why not? There are a few trainers in the Strange House. And as the name suggests, it is a very strange house. Oh, that's another new Pokemon you can find here. Skorupi. I completely forgot about him. Okay. I think you can also find Drapion here as well. But you can find either. Now, this is the Strange House, right? You can go inside, blah blah blah. But one thing you may not notice, and you absolutely must notice this, there is actually a break in the fence here, right here. And you want to head round and go to the back here, as there is the majorly important TM30 for Shadow Ball hidden right there. The only way you might possibly see it is if you come out that cave entrance, which is from the Reversal Mountain. But otherwise, that's going to be completely... it's not going to be seeable, so you definitely want to make sure that you get that, because it is a fantastic TM, and I'm going to be teaching it to Hieroglyph, as it's a very useful move, actually. Very, very useful move for Hieroglyph to have, especially since I don't really need Fly at the moment, not for a bit anyway. So here's the Strange House. As I've already said, it's very strange. A lot of weird things going on. Now, this place is essentially a puzzle, even though it might not look like one. Every time you open and then, well, not open, but go in and then out of a door, or up and down the stairs, the things in the house will all move around, which is a bit creepy, I know. But yeah, that's there is a very specific way that you're supposed to get through here, and I'm going to use a Repel. Hopefully I can get through on that many. Ought to buy some more before I go into the Reversal Mountain. Alright, so first of all, you want to head down here. You can also find Litwick here, which is a nice Pokemon to pick up here, because it's actually a pretty good level. Now, you can't get the item right now, but you will be able to get it in just a minute. But just before I head up the stairs, I think I will cover the one new Pokemon which you can find here, which is Bayonet. So I'll see you in a sec, guys. The one new Pokemon you can find in the Strange House is Bayonet. Bayonet is a ghost type and can have the abilities in either Insomnia or Frisk, with Cursed Body as a hidden ability. Can be found in the Strange House as well as Victory Road in Black 2 and White 2. And in Black and White 1 you're going to have to evolve as Shuppet. When considering Bayonet, you can see that it's got a pretty good physical attack stat. It's also decent in special attack as well, and can learn some decent special moves. But the rest of its stats are pretty low, having very low defences, and it isn't very fast at all. Bayonet is unfortunately not nearly as good as you would want it to be. It is outclassed by Chandelure, as always, as most ghost types are, in terms of special attacking and physical attacking. There is a better physical attacking ghost type much later on. Unfortunately, it's only just before the Elite Four, which is in Victory Road, which is going to be Golurk. But apart from that, it's just not that great. There are better Pokemon in terms of... I mean, you could even use a Dark type, for example. Dark is pretty much the same as Ghost anyway. Apart from that, immunity to normal. Although, of course, Dark has the immunity to Psychic. Yeah, Bayonet is not nearly as good as you would want it to be. It's not that great at all. So unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to give Bayonet about 2 stars. Alright, we're back. So let's head up the stairs. And as you can see, things have moved. You won't be able to get through there just now. But you can head through here. And there will be a trainer waiting for you. Kind of an odd place for there to be a trainer, but anyway. What's this? A visitor! Could I ask you to be my opponent in a long-awaited Pokemon battle? Well, if it's long-awaited, why don't you just, I don't know, go outside of this creepy house and then never come back and just find trainers elsewhere? I don't understand why you would stay here. Anyway, so this guy here has a Numel. One of the new Pokemon you can find outside. Here's my best move against the thing is Strength, which is kind of strange, but anyway. Numel's a fairly interesting Pokemon to deal with because it's got an interesting set of weaknesses. Quite weak to water and also weak to ground. That's pretty much it. And a Sigilif. Yeah, we'll stay in, why not? Cool, let's go for Thunder Punch. That did less than I wanted it to. Alright, well, let's go for another one. There we go, Sigilif down. Oh, Electra up to level 39, woohoo! It's all well and good fighting wild Pokemon, but there is a certain thrill to be found in battling against another trainer. I guess there is, especially with the extra experience. Anyway, so this is long awaited. What? Electra is evolving! So Electra is finally evolving! Thank God. Now I could keep it as an electric for a while and then let it get Thunderbolt. However, I don't really see the point, as it's learning Crunch, but also as soon as I think I am going to teach Crunch just for now. Let's get rid of Tackle, who cares. Yeah, when I evolve it, which will probably be in just a second, I'm not going to do it this second, but I will do it in a minute. It learns Discharge through the move tutor when it's an Electros, so we'll just do it that way. Because, I mean, Discharge is good. Unfortunately, I don't have any ground types, but I don't know. We'll see. I may end up teaching it Thunder Punch for a while until I can get Wild Charge. Ignite's fine. I don't know what I'm doing. Where the hell did you just come from? An everlasting dark dream. An endless dream of darkness. Dad, Mom, Abra, where are you? I don't know what that was. That was just creepy. Yes, use another repel. Right, so another room to explore here. Just an item. A full heal. Nothing too special, but it's there. It's there regardless. Alright, so we want to be heading back down here. And you'll see that everything has changed place. Now, if you have a Litwick, then you definitely want to come pick this up, which is a Dusk Stone. That's the first instance of getting one in this game, so you want to make sure that you pick that up if you're using a Litwick. or if you've managed to get yourself a Murkrow or a Miss Majors somehow, but I would assume that if you've already got one of those, then it means that you would have traded over, so you could have just traded over one of those stones. But anyway, in the dark dream, I heard my dad's voice. Forget about the lunar wing. Please stay here with me. Very creepy indeed. Right, so let's just head in here. A slightly nicer kept room. But here we are. The lunar wing. Just there. Ah. Oh, the lunar wing. I can't take it now. But it will be okay. Please return the wing to the Pokémon. I was waiting on the bridge so I could return it myself. That's of course, referencing what happened in Black and White 1. When you initially went onto the Marvelous Bridge in the aftergame, and you would have seen her. Kind of just be there and then blink away, and then someone else will pick up on her. Like, notice that she was there and then suddenly gone. Okay, so Sidekick Lynette has a Drifloon, which is the pre-evolved form to one of the new Pokemon you can find here. Well, not here, but outside. Let's go for a Thunder Punch. An interesting ghost flying type. Aftermath, how dare you. Although really it's best to get one from the Dream Radar, but anyway. Oh, I must take that experience share off. And a Spoink. Let's stay in, why not? And here's another new Pokemon you can find in the Versal Mountain. Only in black too. Interesting psychic type. And a Drifblim. Fully evolved form of the new Pokemon. Go for another Thunder Punch. Stockpile. That could make it that this is going to have to be a 3-hit KO, but hopefully I can just pull through. Can't bother to... Oh, good. Another Aftermath, great. Bye, Drifblim. So are you a normal person? Oh, so you are a normal person. Yes, I am, yes. Alright, well let's take that experience share off nice and swiftly. Don't need that on there anymore. That way all of my Pokemon can catch up to Electric very nice and quickly. Alright, head around the other side and check out this final room, and then I'm getting the hell out of here. Just an item. What is it? A rare candy. It's a nice little prize for you there. But that lunar wing won't be used until much later in the game. Until the aftergame, in fact. Yes, I will use another. I'm just going to quickly head back into Lentimus Town just to get myself some more repels, and then I'm not high enough level. And then oh, here's another one of the new Pokemon you can find, Skarmory. As you can see, a very high level in the dark grass. So you know, if you did want to pick one up, now would be a good time. Although actually, this is the only place in the game you can get one. But anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to head back in and get myself some repels, and then we'll head into the proper Reversal Mountain. Hello. Repels. Yes, some repels, please. Let's buy 50. Who cares? They're relatively cheap, but so useful. Right, let's get out of here and let's go. Now, the appearance and I think also the layout of this place will change depending on which game you're playing. If you're playing Black 2, you're going to be basically wandering along the west side. I think that's how it kind of works. And then if you're playing White 2, it's kind of the eastish side. But it works very different. It works really weirdly. I don't know how exactly it works. I haven't played White 2 through here in so long. But anyway, the Black 2 Reversal Mountain is all kind of black and watery, whereas the White 2 version is all kind of fiery and lit up. Oh, hello, Bianca. Hey, Sean. You know what? There's something I want to investigate here in Reversal Mountain, but the wild Pokemon here are really tough, and I'm having trouble with them. Could you come with me, please? Oh, don't worry. I'll take care of healing our Pokemon, okay? Ready? Let's go! So yeah, you're forced into this. It's not all bad, because obviously you can get through here completely unscathed at the end. I will read your mind and predict your every move. Well, we'll see about that. Oh, a rotation battle. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Gerda and 2 Scraggies. Okay, let's go for a Lava Plume. Nice. Although actually I bet it's got guts. Ugh, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, by Ignite. You were not surviving that ever. Let's send in Krusty Krab. Although that probably wasn't one of my better ideas. Yeah, no it wasn't. Let's go into... Whoops, wrong way. Let's go for a Psybeam. Actually no, that was a bad idea as well. Ugh. Keep forgetting that Scraggy's Dark type. Let's go for an Air Cutter instead. What level do you learn Air Slash Hieroglyph? I think it's 39, but I don't remember exactly. Oh, really? Oh, and this is going to hurt. God's sake. Whoa! That did way more than I thought it would. Alright, well that Gerda's down. Alright, and now we're much safer with Krusty Krab running around, so I don't want Hieroglyph to go down really. So let's go for an X-Scissor. See how much this does. Not bad. Alright. Right, well these last 2 Scraggies are going down no matter what. And apparently I'm faster than them. Not sure how that's happening, because I think we're pretty much the same base speed. In fact, actually I think Scraggy is slightly faster. Although I guess I do have speed EVs. Alright, bye Scraggy. Get out of here. Alright. They're completely unpredictable. I guess they are. Right, to Ignite up front. Let's just prepare for any further rotation or triple battles by having all the level 36s up front. Oh, hello. This leads to a dead end, but there is an item, so here's a nugget. Shove our Dowser machine on, because there are a few hidden items dotted around. Not here, though. As I was talking about in the last episode, this would be a very good time to pick up an Excadrill if you decided you wanted one, because they are fully evolved and they're a pretty decent level. So I think they come pre-equipped with Earthquake. If they don't, they would learn it very soon. I don't remember exactly what level they learn it, but they learn it fairly soon. But anyway, double battle here, because why not? She will always lead with a Musharna level 40, which is a pretty good addition. I'm going to go for a Lava Plume, I think, because she does have some extra Pokemon hanging around, and that Musharna can definitely take some hits, as you can see. Alright, so that Golbat's down. Woohoo! Unfortunately, you do gain only half experience when you're in the double battles with her, which is kind of strange because she doesn't technically gain any experience. But anyway, okay, Swanna. Let's go for a Thunder Punch. Hi, Swanna. Energy Ball. Okay. Well, good. Gerda's down. And what do we have next? A Crustle. Interesting. Whoops, don't want a Thunder Punch, I want a Lava Plume. I respect anyone who uses a Crustle. And that should take down the rest of the HP. Such a good team. Almost level 38 already. How about you tell me everything you know? Yes, that would be a very good idea if you told me everything you know about the magma stone. Speaking of Crustal, let's put Crustal up to the front. Let's head down here. There's an item. A hyper potion. Nothing too special, but you know, still useful. And a blue shard hidden right there. There are a lot of different items dotted around, so make sure you pick them all up. Heading out here quickly, she will still follow you, but these are the two exits that you saw up here. Just going to keep using the rappel. But you can find a smoke ball hidden right here. Why did I say hidden? And an escape rope. But the other one that you can just see out there, that one leading out there, isn't really useful unless you miss that TM for Shadow Ball, and because you can basically see it quite well there. I definitely have crossed up to the front, don't I? Good, just checking. Now, Bianca will help you throughout this entire place, but there is also a doctor here if you do decide to let her go and then come back, or you come back later on or whatever. So it's not all bad. So this girl here has a Bayonet, the new Pokemon you can find in the Strange House. Don't know why I said it like that. Sucker Punch, that's not going to do much. Times like these I wish I still had Feint Attack on you, Krusty Krab. Oh well. Damn, that did a lot. Didn't think it would do that much. That's iffy now. Oh well. You're going down, Krusty. Never mind, you did your best. Alright, Conker. It's your game now. Let's go for a payback. Jesus, that is doing a lot of damage. I know it's stab, but Bayonet really isn't that strong. Anyway, lots of experience and a Golduck. Interesting. I think you're going to stay out, Conker, just because you're the lowest level right now. Okay, so let's go for a Wake Up Slap. Well, thank you for that. That now means I don't have my stab, so this isn't going to do very much at all. Well, since I'm slower, let's go for payback, because it technically will actually do more now. And you have then head... Oh, you screwed yourself over there, Golduck. You soaked me, and then you're trying to exploit my weakness, but I don't have that weakness anymore, so... Fail. Damn. Oh, well, there we go. Bye, Golduck. Up to level 37. Trying to learn Dynamic Punch. No. I could do with the extra power, but no, not Dynamic Punch. It's too inaccurate. Too inaccurate. Here, for you! A Persianberry. Thank you. Volcanoes are called Kazan in my language. And I have no clue what language that is. If you do know, then feel free to comment. Oh, Sean! Here, this is the place. Let's look around a little. Alright, so just before we go down there, because that is where you want to go, I'm just going to fight this doctor first. People with a strong life force look so vibrant and alive. Well, yeah, I would hope so. Anyway, Derek here has a Swoobat. Interesting. Alright, Krusty. You can deal with this Swoobat nice and easily and grow to level 37. Can't mind, well, whatever. Don't think you're going to be surviving this. You might, but I doubt it. Well done, Krusty. And up to level 37. Okay, your life force is positively blinding. Ugh, what is this? Alright, here I go. Life force to the max. Thank you, even though I totally didn't need that. You guys push your life force to the max. Just keep on pushing those boundaries. Alright, so this is where you want to be going. What is this place? It feels very strange. Could this be the place where Reversible Mountain started from? The lair of the Pokémon Heatran? Heatran is a Pokemon with magma-like blood flowing through it. Oh well, very informative. I guess it's a fire type then. Okay, so another item round here. Oh hello, TM69 for Rock Polish. Not bad. There are some good Pokemon which can utilise that move. Crustle is not one of them, because he now has Shell Smash. Heh. I wonder what would happen if I had all 3 Pokemon attack at once. Well, I wonder. I wonder what Pokemon are coming out. It's obviously a triple battle though. Riolu, Gerda and Riolu. Alright, so well, let's go for Rock Slide because there's not much else I can do. Let's Lava Plume because it's going to do the most to everything. And then I think we'll go for a Wake Up Slap against the Gerda. This is going to wipe out quite a lot of the field. Oh, and I burn Conquer, that's awesome. And I also burn the Riolu, but that's going to go down. Ugh. Thank you very much. Bye, Riolu. Screech. Whatever. Alright, well that Gerda isn't going anywhere yet. But it is now. Bye, Gerda. How did that Riolu manage to survive with that pathetic amount of HP left? So annoying. Alright, well I can't really do anything. Let's Shell Smash for the hell of it. And then let's go for Thunder Punch and a Wake Up Slap. Bye, Riolu. Unfortunately that burn's going to get healed now, but hey. Let's keep moving. Seems to be a hidden item on this thing. Stalagmite, I don't care. I don't know the difference between the ones that go up and the ones that go down. But anyway, there's a star piece hidden there, regardless of that. Another item here, which is a Revive. There appear to be some stairs over there. Let's see if we can get to those. Right, so now we have to go in one giant circle. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Ugh. Oh, also, this is, I forgot to mention, this is basically the other area where you can get yourself a big pile of shards. As obviously the first place was the Relic Passage. But now you can also come here for the same thing. And it's slightly easier to get them here, I think. Especially along that south stretch. Anyway, another double battle here. A Boldore and a Golbat. How boring. Whatever, let's go for a Rock Slide, because it's obviously going to do the most damage overall, really, although this is frustrating. Come on, Krusty, you can overcome this. Good. Should do a nice amount to that Golbat. Oh, really? So annoying when that happens. That's happened twice in a row. Anyway, the Boldore's gone. And whoa, Excadrill. Let's go for an... I'm gonna dig to get that Excadrill out, because I'm sure that I'm sure Musharna will probably deal with that Golbat. Although if I can actually dig is a different story. Yep, bye Golbat. And whoa, a Darmanitan! Jesus, they're really stepping it up. Flablets! Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Bye Musharna. Absolutely no freaking way are you surviving that. Oh, good, it worked. Now, can you take it out? I doubt it, but we'll see. Nope. And a Mienfoo. Interesting. It's a new Pokemon we haven't seen before. Let's go for Rock Slide just to hurt the Darmanitan. Thank you for getting the Mienfoo. Although there's no way that's surviving either. Alright. And rock sliding, don't like that. Damn, you're a tank, Krusty. Right, so the Darmanitan is gone. Can we have something sent out that can outspeed that Excadrill? Stoutland, that's very iffy. Can that Stoutland really outspeed that Excadrill? Let's go for X-Scissor as it's my most... Oh, good. There we go. Bye, Excadrill. There we go. Your power is off the charts. I missed my chance for that elusive treasure called Victory. That you did. Alright, so who can we shove to the front? Hieroglyph, why not? Shove that Dowser machine back on. Get ourselves a PP up. Always useful. Alright, so another double okay. Another double battle right here with two ace trainers. So you know this is going to be a good fight, but you can fight these two in a single battle. Obviously the last two you had to fight in a double battle. Let's train, we'll get stronger with our Pokemon, then we can challenge the gyms in places like Opelucid City and Humalo City. That you can. And those are my next two gyms. Well, last two gyms really. Cora and Ray. Grumpig, I like people who use Grumpig. And a Vibrava. Interesting. Alright, well I think I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball against the Grumpig. It's not going to do too much, but you know, he'll do a fair amount. Jesus, that did absolutely nothing. I know it's non-stab and Grumpig is extremely defensive, but even so. Oh, Shadow Balling as well. Good. Good, good, good. I'm going to go for a Psybeam against the Vibrava this time. Ugh. That was a bad idea. Stupid Grumpig. Dragon Breath? Get your breath away from... Oh, for God's sake. Shadow Ball. Good. Let's go for another Psybeam on the Vibrava. No, it has Snore. Interesting. Wow, that did absolutely nothing. Wish I'd known that you were going to do that. Now this is going to do absolutely nothing. And oh, a Camerupt. Interesting. I think we're going to go for an Air Cutter just to get some damage on both of them. Right. Curse. That's never a good thing to see. Luckily we're both special attackers. Ugh. Yes, well. Air Cutter. Right, okay. Camerupt's down. Good. Nice fan experience. Come on, Grumpig. Right, Shadow Ball. Oh, for God's sake. Stop resting! This is so useless. You're just prolonging this, making it longer than it needs to be. Come on! Right, go for another Shadow Ball. Right, this time! It's got to go. That time it didn't snore, I wonder why. Right, bye Grumpig! And a Drifblim. Cool. Another Shadow Ball. Stockpile, that's not a nice move to see either. Oh, let's just keep Shadow Balling. Oh, that didn't do anything. Hex. Okay. Oh, this is taking far too long. Come on, die! Or faint, whatever, either. Just do one of them. Right, bye Driftlim. That took far too long. Up to level 38. And trying to learn Gravity. No thank you, don't need that. That marvellous power of yours, I was not aware of it. Not yet, I still haven't shared my true strength with you. Well, you were cursing with your camera up, that's why. Ignite, you can go to the front. Let's shove that Dazzle machine back up. What do we have over here? Whoop. A calcium. Okay. I think I might actually use that on Ignite at some point. You strike me as the type who fills out the habitat list. You'd be wrong. Come on, tell me what kind of Pokemon live in Reversal Mountain. Huh, that's amazing. So these Pokemon live here then. Thank you for showing me something good. Let me pay you back with this. So if you show him all the Pokemon, I don't think you need to catch them, but just show them. He'll give you TM54 for full swipe. Yeah, so he pretty much just told you exactly what it does there. And an elixir right there, cool. Full swipe's an interesting move, it's good for legendaries, but it's a very restricted move. There are very few Pokemon which can learn it. I can't even think of one off the top of my head besides Gallade. It's not like Galade's in this game though. Alright, so one final trainer. I can feel the energy that overflows from the earth. Huh, interesting. Alright, Lewis, what do you have? A Watchog, great. After we were getting all these nice, useful Pokemon which are, you know, looking awesome, and then a Watchog. Ugh. Just die! Get out of here! Don't want to see your awful, ugly face. Go! Up to level 38. Woohoo! And another Grumpig. Alright, Conker, you're fine for this. And you're the final one who needs to get to 38, so all works out. Oh, and I should actually get to 38 with this. Alright, well let's go for a payback. Then Headbutt, this won't do too much. Oh, actually it did more than I thought. Oh, really? Oh, damn it, seeing all these Grumpigs make me want to use one now. I really like Grumpig. Seriously? Come on! I really like Grumpig. At last! Right, this Grumpig should be dying now. Bye, Grumpig. Kinda wish I used a different flying type now. Although actually saying that, I would have had to have gotten rid of either Krusty Krab or what's his name? Conker. I didn't really want to do that. That was those were my main two Pokemon that I wanted to use in this LP. Just because they're kind of underused, they're great Pokemon, and yeah. Alright, so there was also a Toxicorp down there. I was kind of just talking while it was being picked up, but yeah. So this is where you leave. Oh, Undella Town is right through here. I want to keep looking around a bit more. What do you want to do? Should we say bye for now? Sure, why not? Okay then, I want to do a little more research about Heatran anyway. Thank you for coming with me. Be careful on the rest of your journey. Bye, Bianca. So she'll just be up there. So I didn't actually mean to leave, but whatever. We'll explore Undella Town on the next episode. And luckily it's spring, so we don't have to hear... We get the good Undella Town music. I don't like the summer version. But anyway, so on the next episode we will explore Undella Town and Undella Bay, and we will be getting our final Pokemon. But until then, I'll see you next time, guys. One of the new Pokemon you can find in Reversal Mountain is Spoink. Spoink is a psychic type and can have the abilities either Thick Fat or Own Tempo, with Gluttony as a hidden ability. It can be found only in Reversal Mountain and only in Black 2. It is completely absent in White 2 and is also completely absent in Black and White 1. When looking at its stats, you can see that it's pretty good. It's an obvious psychic type, having high special attack and high special defense, as well as decent enough HP, and is pretty fast for an unevolved Pokemon. At level 32, it will evolve into Grumpig, at which point its special attack will increase a fair amount. It will go up to base 90, which is relatively respectable, and a very high special defense stat of base 110, which is very good. As well as that, it's also got a pretty good HP stat of base 80. However, its physical defense is relatively low, and its physical attack is completely unusable. However, for a semi-defensive Pokemon, it is actually relatively fast, being base 80. Grumpig itself can be found on Reversal Mountain in the same places as Spoink. When considering Grumpig for a Psychic spot on your team, it's not bad. It can learn a lot of, very typical Psychic type moves, such as obviously Psychic, as well as Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and some various other ones. But it can also learn Power Gem as well, which can be a great move for it. I mean, it also gives it some much needed coverage. It's a good Pokemon. It's definitely underestimated as a Pokemon. I don't think many people tend to use Grumpig, or just tend to forget about it. I don't think many people knew about its existence even in the 3rd gen. So yeah, Grumpig is easily overlooked, and it's much better than you think it would be, especially with that thick fat. It makes taking special fire and ice type attacks, just absolutely nothing. As well as that, it's pretty good in a defensive role. It has a lot of different defensive moves it can use. It's also very good at attacking. I would say it's better at attacking, but that's not to say that it's bad defensively. It's very good, and it can certainly learn a lot of defensive moves. As a whole though, I would give Grumpig 3 stars. Another new Pokemon you can find in the Reversal Mountain is Numel. Numel is a fire ground type and can have the abilities either Oblivious or Simple with Own Tempo as a hidden ability. Can be found on Reversal Mountain, but only in White 2, is completely absent in Black 2, and is also completely absent in Black and White 1. When looking at its stats, you can see that it's a pretty obvious fire type, having relatively low defences, but also pretty good at offensive stats, having base 65 special attack and 60 physical attack, which is pretty good. However, it's also fairly slow as well. At level 33 it will evolve into Camerupt, which can also be found in Reversal Mountain. At which point any of its abilities that you picked up with Numel will change. Oblivious will turn into Magma Armor, Simple will turn into Solid Rock, and Own Tempo will turn into Anger Point. Any of those abilities are quite good, but I'd say Solid Rock is probably the best, especially considering Camrupt's low defences. However, that's not to say that Camerupt is going to be taking a water type attack anytime soon. But it can certainly take some weaker ground type attacks, which is its other weakness. When looking at Camerupt's stats, you can see that it's followed the trend that Numel has, really. Getting very good mixed attacking stats, which is good for its typing, as a lot of ground type attacks are physical and a lot of fire are special, so that's quite good for it. As well as that, its defences are still pretty low, and it is still slow as hell. It really is very slow. When considering Camerupt, it's a good Pokemon. It can learn lots of different decent moves, having good fire, ground and rock type coverage, as well as some other moves as well, some interesting ones. Unfortunately, it's quite weak to water, which is not a good type to be weak to, as it's a very common type. It's also weak to ground, but that's not so much of an issue. Those are its only 2 weaknesses though, so those defences will take it a little further than you'd think they would. However, Camerupt's biggest issue is, despite that fantastic ground subtype, it is completely outclassed by pretty much every other fire type in the game. It is completely outclassed as a special attacker by both Camerupt and Magmortar, and is also completely outclassed as a physical attacker by Darmanitan. As well as that, it is also completely outclassed as a mixed attacker by Simisear, who is a damn sight faster. Doesn't have that. Its mixed attacking stats are not that much lower, and it's a little less defensive, but that's not really. It doesn't matter so much because Simisear is much faster. So Camerupt is a good Pokemon, but unfortunately it's really overlooked because of the fact that it's completely outclassed by pretty much every other fire type in the game, which is unfortunate because Camerupt really is a good Pokemon. But because of those outclasses, I'm afraid Camerupt is only going to be able to get around about 2 stars. Another new Pokemon you can find in the Reversal Mountain is Skorupi. Skorupi is a poison bug type and can have the abilities either Battle Armor or Sniper, with Keen Eye as a hidden ability. Can be found in the Route 13 Hidden Grotto, as well as the Reversal Mountain in Black 2 and White 2. and can be found nowhere in Black and White 1, is completely absent. When looking at its stats, you can see that it's got a very good defensive spread, having a fantastic physical defense stat of base 90, and also pretty good special defense of base 55. It also has a decent HP stat, I guess, kind of, not really. It has a okay physical attack stat, it's usable, but considering the point in the game, it is pretty lousy. It's also decently fast for a semi-defensive Pokemon. At level 40 it will evolve into Drapion, at which point it will lose its bug type and pick up a dark subtype instead. Drapion's stats get a lot better, having some fantastic physical defense of base 110. Its physical attack stat is good, base 90 is nothing to laugh about, it's pretty good. Its special defense is also decent, but when considering its relatively low HP it's not as great. Its special attack is unusable, but it's not like it needs it. And it is also decently fast as well. Drapion is an underrated Pokemon. A lot of people would not think to use Drapion, as there are better Pokemon, especially on the dark side of the spectrum. But there aren't many good physical attacking poison types in this game, other than possibly Weezing. Drapion can't go like mixed attacking, but Drapion is certainly good in terms of coverage. It can learn lots of different moves, as well as also cross poison, as well as also crunch as well. I think it learns. It also learns the elemental fangs as well, and I'm pretty sure it can learn earthquake, so it can learn a lot of different coverage moves. Drapion is certainly an underrated Pokemon, and there certainly are a lot of them around here at Reversal Mountain. So yeah, definitely consider Drapion. It's slightly late in the game for a poison type, but Drapion is well worth considering. I would give Drapion 3 stars. Another new Pokemon you can find in the Reversal Mountain is Drifblim. Drifblim is a ghost flying type and can have the abilities either Aftermath or Unburden, with Flare Boost as a hidden ability. It can be found on routes 13 and 14, as well as Reversal Mountain in Black 2 and White 2. And can also be found as well in routes 13 and 14, as well as Giant Chasm in Black and White 1. When looking at Drifblim's stats, you can see that it's got relatively good mixed attacking stats. Obviously its special attack is much higher. It's also decently fast, but it also has a massive HP stat, absolutely massive. However, its defenses are incredibly low. It really is, you know, like a pin will pop this thing. However, its HP does take it a lot further than you'd think, so it's not all bad. Also, when considering Drifblim, if you manage to get yourself the Pokemon Dream Radar, once you get to a certain point in it, I don't even think you need to go very far, you can get Drifloon with Flare Boost. Now, a Flare Boost Drifloon and then eventually Drifblim is a much better idea than catching one in the wild, because it's so much better. It's unfortunately not immune to any damage it takes from the burn, but it will give it a 50% boost to its special attack. So it's essentially kind of like a burn version of Zangoose's Toxic Boost. However, it works for special attack instead of physical. But yeah, with Flare Boost, Drifblim does become a great Pokemon. It can learn a lot of different moves which you wouldn't expect it to learn. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's not a bad Pokemon, but it's not that good either. As a ghost type, it is completely outclassed by Chandelure, and as a flying type, it's really outclassed by a lot of different Pokemon, such as Sigilif, as well as also Skarmory, which you can also pick up here. So yeah, Drifblim's an iffy one. It's good, but it's not amazing. It can do a lot. If you're playing White 2, it would be a good idea to pick up a Drifblim if you can get one with Flare Boost as well, because you can get yourself a free Flame Orb. Otherwise, you just got to pay for one at the Pokemon World Tournament or Battle Subway. So whichever you decide. But Drifblim isn't a bad Pokemon. Without Flare Boost, I'm only going to be able to give it 2 stars, but with it, I would up it to 2.5. The final new Pokemon you can find on Reversal Mountain is Skarmory. Skarmory is a steel flying type and can have the abilities either Keen Eye or Sturdy, with weak armor as a hidden ability. It can be found on Reversal Mountain in Black 2 and White 2, but is completely absent in Black and White 1. When considering Skarmory, it's got that phenomenal physical defense stat of base 140, which everyone loves it for. It's also got a pretty good base 80 attack stat, which is not bad. I mean, it's usable, but it's not that bad. It's also relatively fast for a defensive Pokemon. However, on the special side, it is incredibly frail defensively. However, if you have Sturdy, you can cushion that up slightly. Skarmory is a good Pokemon. It's much better in competitive play, where it can really shine and use its best attributes to its fullest. However, in game, you're going to come across a lot of different Pokemon which can use both fire and electric type moves, and they tend to be special rather than physical, as they tend to be special types. As well as that, Skarmory isn't that powerful to begin with, and it also doesn't have very much coverage either. It cannot touch any other steel types at all, and it also really generally struggles against fire and electric types as well. So yeah, Skarmory is a bit of a mixed bag. It's great, and I'm not going to underestimate it. It is a fantastic Pokemon defensively, but because in game you have to rely so much on attacking the opponent rather than just stalling them out, because clearly you want to just progress. Skarmory isn't that great, but if you're a defensive player and that's what you like, then you know, ignore my advice. But for me, I would say that they're a better Pokemon. For steel types, there's clearly a better option in Ferrothorn, and for flying types, Sigilyph, and various others really, Braviary and others such as that. But yeah, Skarmory's okay, but it's not nearly as good as it is in competitive play. So unfortunately, I'm going to be able to give only going to be able to give Skarmory 2.5 stars.